Okay, another one of these raw videos. I've been giving y'all raw food lately. Okay, so I want to keep this intro very, very brief because we do have a lot to talk about today. But one thing before we do start, I'm doing a new format so that way it's at least a little cleaner, even though I'm doing these videos raw. But it's clean. But I did want to talk to you guys about the first live stream that I had on YouTube. Thank you guys for showing up, everybody that did. This is actually not that bad for someone of my size. I really do appreciate everybody that came and stopped by. It didn't really pick up until MK1 or MK1 or whatever actually got fucking revealed. But from that point forward, we did really good. And then Sonic happened, and then it all fell off. But but yeah, that's pretty much me wanting to thank you guys, and thank you to everybody that did show up. Bing, bong, boom. Okay. So, first thing we're going to talk about, the roster. Okay. So, this is guaranteed. Everything that's been guaranteed so far. We'll go talk about cameos and stuff here in a minute, but real quick, main roster, Liu Kang is going to be playable. Shang Tsung is going to be playable. We saw Kung Lao, Raiden, Kenshi, which was a huge surprise. These two being on the roster, Kenshi and Kung Lao, already make this a good Mortal Kombat game. They're my two favorite characters. God, I'm already slurring. Johnny Cage, confirmed. We already knew that, though. Katana, Melina, Sub-Zero, Scorpion. Always, no surprise there. So this is the main roster that we've seen so far. There's a total of 24 slots on the roster, and we have filled almost half of it. 10. So we got 14 more characters to pick from. Very excited to see who all makes it. I kind of want to do another prediction video. So maybe be on the lookout for that. In terms of cameos, we saw Kano pop up. There are a few characters who have been confirmed to be both playable and cameos. So we know that some characters on the main cast, not all of them, some of them are cameo fighters as well as main fighters. But not all of them. And then some cameo fighters will only be cameo and not playable. So, do with that what you will. I was actually really surprised to see that the cameo list is smaller than the main character list. Because I figured there's next to no limitations with cameos. Because they're not getting fatalized or fatalityed. What would you call that? They're not getting murdered. And they're also just a, spoiler alert, it's just a combo extender, pretty much. So there's that. But anyways, yeah, we have Kano, we have Striker, Police Brutality, pretty lit. Sub-Zero is going to be both a main character and also a cameo. Johnny Cage, main character, cameo. Goro so far is only a cameo. Kung Lao is both cameo and main character. Jax and Sonya have only been shown as cameos. I think it'd be cool if they sat this one out, but, I'm in the minority with that. And there's a total of 16 characters on the cameo roster, which is, like I said, a little bit weird. Okay, let's go on to the next thing. We have stages here. There's going to be a total of 20 stages. And if you look right here, it has a day and a night option. I think that's really, really cool. We have seen so far in terms of stages, we've seen a temple, we've seen a tea house that you see right here, we've seen Johnny Cage's house, which is pretty cool. I really like the stage and the pool in the background. And then on top of that, we also saw Edenia. So I am very, very, very excited to see where we take it from here in terms of stages. 20, that's a really good amount of stages to start off with. Hoping there will be some DLC stages, but, and then hopefully no fucking training room. Don't give me a training room stage again. That shit is butt-ass ugly. Okay. These are some more gameplay screenshots. There were people who were saying this game does not look good. I think they're wrong. I mean, look at this. Also, I think this actor is the same guy who played Cole Young And if that's the case, that's fucking hilarious. But, like, look at how beautiful this looks. Insane. Is there anybody in the background that we can kind of... No. Cool. Okay. And this is Johnny Cage's house. I think it looks really nice. It really looks good with the water and stuff. The graphics look good. It's not as... I wouldn't call it as super realistic as it used to be. With MK1, I don't think it's like that level of realism, but I do like the way it looks a lot more now. The style and aesthetic that it's going for are really beautiful in my eyes. Okay. So let's talk theories real quick, and then we'll get into... I have two theories. This one's the one on screen, and then I'll share mine later on. But so apparently, a lot of people are believing that Injustice 3 was the next game, but WB somewhere along the line was probably like, hey, Mortal Kombat actually sold more, and then also maybe because there was that whole Warner Discovery thing going on in like 2021, where everything was up in the air about their properties. Maybe the devs themselves just said, okay, well, let's play it safe, and even though we've been working on Injustice 3, let's make this Mortal Kombat instead. And you can definitely tell that there are some like neat little things, like the select screen, the clashes, super moves, and I disagree with this. I think this is like a completely new thing. But yeah, I do agree that Injustice 3, I think it's a very valid theory, to say the least, and I wouldn't be surprised if that were actually the case. And if this thing if Mortal Kombat 1 plays more like Injustice than Mortal Kombat, I am going to be really hopeful, because Injustice 2 is my favorite fighting game, playing-wise. So if there's any similarities whatsoever, I will gladly take them. We're going to go through here. We're going to watch the trailer. About halfway through, I'll bring up my theory. It's pretty cool and unique, and I wonder if anybody else will pick up on it. But with that being said, let's go ahead and just kind of watch it together. It'll also refresh your memory of some stuff. Okay. I hate that. I think that is stupid. I do appreciate, though, that they are being goofy. That was, like, the number one thing I wanted. I wanted Kung Lao to still be a goofy character, even though he's probably going to be, like, the main character and the new protagonist or whatever. I want him to be still lovable. I don't want him to just turn into Liu Kang and what Liu Kang was. I want him to still be goofy and quippy. Kung Lao in MK11 is the best Kung Lao has ever been. You can't change my mind on that. I love his personality. That's that.
I have had enough of you.
Then go, before I put you down.
Fight!
Same voice actor. Really appreciate that. And see, if you look at it, it looks a lot like Injustice. Now, with the previous, like with the context of it maybe being an Injustice 3 reskin, it really does look, and it even sounds like Injustice, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'll keep it going though.
Today, you have proven worthy of joining us.
Come, there are other champions I must get.
Okay, thing number one, I really do like this look for Liu Kang. And it's also interesting to note that both Sub-Zero and Scorpion are by his side, so that leads me to believe that he united the Shirai Ryu and the Lin Kuei. But it actually looks like, now that I'm looking at it, it looks like Scorpion has the Lin Kuei pin on. And people have been talking about how they're just brothers now. I don't necessarily know if that's the truth, but they're a unified force. And I do like that more than Scorpion and Sub-Zero being rivals.
Gather.
I really like their dynamic. We get Kenshi. That's incredible. Love Kenshi to death. Favorite Mortal Kombat character outside of Kung Lao. People say this is Louis Tan. I'm not 100% sure.
Toe, it's my family blade.
It sounds like him. It might actually be him. But Johnny Cage has Sento for whatever reason.
Sento's mine, and I won't give it up without a fight.
So, cameos and your main fighter perform X-rays on your opponent. I think that's really cool, so you can mix and match X-rays. I think Johnny Cage looks old here. There's something uncanny about the way he looks. I don't know what it is. But I liked his look at MK11, I think, a little bit more. I don't know if it's even the same. I don't know. It just looks a little uncanny here.
Enough! Okay, let's go back to one here. Who are you again?
Lord Liu Kang, protector of Earthrealm, god of fire.
We see Jax come in for the assist. Another thing that I wanted to point out real quick. I'm not going to rewind. I'm just going to pull it up right here. In the fight, you don't see any green glow around Johnny. I think that's interesting. Because usually those moves do have some green glow. Like his kick. Didn't see any green glow. I think here's a really good time to talk about aerial combos. This is making Mortal Kombat look a lot better for me. If you saw my live reaction, I was a little skeptical. But going back through, I think this is actually really good for the game. I love making Mortal Kombat more complex than it already was. I think MK11 is awful because it is just dumbed down. But hopefully MK1 kind of brings some more pizzazz. And them doing assists and them doing what seem to be aerial combos here, if not like but I'm saying like a pretty decent amount of characters in this trailer have aerial combos. So just anything to make the game more complex than what baby MK11 was.
You have skills, Raiden, but you're in.
Okay, I want to talk about it here. Kenshi's walking forward and talking to Raiden. He's making complete eye contact with Raiden. Keep that in mind.
I make up for in heart.
Also, Richard Epcar isn't playing Raiden, which kind of makes me sad. He has his eyes closed. So, I'm curious if we're going to see him go blind in story mode. Which, maybe it's like a me thing. Maybe I'm seeing it a little weird. But I think we might see Kenshi's origin in this game. Which I'd really like to see. Sonya comes in for the assist. Combo breakers are used by your cameo characters now. I think that is beautiful. R.I.P. Kenshi.
If your disease becomes known, you will be banished.
Okay, I want to talk about this real quick. I think Melina's going to turn into a vampire. Thing number one, she starts off clearly as a regular human, or a regular Dinian, and then this stuff starts happening. So obviously, like, something evil is going to come and, like, do this to her, right? But in the old timeline, and in the NRS timeline, I think it's interesting that we started with Melina being a Tarkatan and a clone of Katana. But now it seems like they are straight up sisters, twin sisters, and something is happening to her specifically. I think if Natara is in this game, which a lot of people believe she will be, myself included, they've been doing a lot of like she's been in like the Mortal Kombat movie and the the Scorpion's Revenge and all that other shit right, I think that she has a pretty good chance of making it into Mortal Kombat 1, and if that is the case, I think it'd be cool to make Melina a vampire. I think it'd be unique and different, and I think it'd be a really cool plot twist that not a lot of people would see coming. Also, this looks more vampire-esque than Tarkatan, in my eyes.
I only want what's best for you.
Or do you seek?
Also, the eyes. I think the eyes are pretty, a pretty good tell that maybe she'll be a vampire. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like seeing stuff. Maybe I'm writing fanfic, but who knows?
They covet my throne.
More aerial combos. Striker, please brutality. Also, to go with my Melina theory, we don't see her take her mask off at all. In gameplay. In the gameplay footage. So maybe she just doesn't bite people. Who knows? I just think it's weird.
Finish him.
And that's it, I think. Oh, and then the classic fatality, and then Shang Tsung. But who cares? Okay. So there are a few more things I wanted to talk about. Do I want to go to my channel to do it? Yeah, let's go to my channel. I need the view. Let's go to live. And we should be able to see it right here.
Imagination.
Okay, so when you pick your characters, I think it's neat.
In these two characters,
They
combined,
so 30
imagination comes in.
they clash, and then it goes straight into gameplay.
You know, the best team ups.
Well, so how does that work? So you're in gameplay, you have your main, you have your cameo. How do you summon them? Is it time?
It goes straight into it. Hold up, I want y'all to see my reaction. It's pretty goofy. Wow, it's me again. I think it's pretty funny.
Imagination comes in, and they can
How
act.
does that work? So you're in gameplay, you have your main, you have your cameo. How do you summon them? Is it time based? Like how often do they come in? Like, it's not a tag team thing, right? Where
Yeah. Okay, but here's what I'm getting at. Okay, this is what the game looks like. Hold up, let me.
And it'll do a different move. Push it with
Why
down.
does it look like that? Quality looks really low. Okay, but as you can tell down here, you have 3 bars. It's not doing the stupid 2 and 2. So all your meter is going to be all your meter. That being said, I don't know if Combo Breaker is going to be exclusive to your summons. I really hope that you have to have meter to use Combo Breaker, though, and not just use your summon. I imagine 3 bars will be your X-Ray, and I imagine we haven't seen any meter build yet, but I imagine that it won't be over time. People theorized that running is in this game. Running is not in this game. Actually. Oh, no. Okay. Did it go from here? It did go from here. Okay. So people thought running happens, I think, here-ish. Yes. That's really good that I managed to get that quick. Okay. Boop. Okay, people think this is running. I believe this is a stance. Because he's running at you with his sword out. I don't think it makes sense for him to just run with, you know. That looks like he puts his sword away after he slashes at you. That's a stance move. So I don't think running's coming back, which is kind of disappointing, but, you know. it is what it is. Anyways, we're about to hit the 20-minute mark, so I want to go ahead and wrap this up. Let me know what you guys think about Mortal Kombat 1. When I was watching the reveal, I was kind of iffy on it. Now, I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm not as let down. But Mortal Kombat still has a lot to prove to me. I am excited, and I am going to play it no matter what. But right now, Street Fighter is kind of my jam, and I'm enjoying the fuck out of that. So, that being said, I really do hope this game turns out good. I want this to be my favorite fighting game of all time. It has my favorite video game characters of all time, so here's to hoping that the rest of it will be good. Anyways, that's going to do it for me. I love you all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, if Melina turns into a vampire, it was mine. I said it first. I want it to be known. I want it to be known, unless somebody else said it before me. But in that case, ignore what they said. I'm an original. Okay, bye.